FIFA World Cup is one of the biggest sporting events that happens on world. No doubt this tournament gonna be a spectacle to fans. And it may be filled with tons of emotions, as this would be final arena for many legends. Millions of fans all over world cheering for their teams for one sole purpose: lifting the World Cup. A total of 32 teams including hosts Qatar have qualified for the FIFA World Cup 2022, scheduled to be in motion from November 21st to December 18th. The 22nd edition of the tournament is set to be the first World Cup event to take place in the Middle East and the last to feature a 32 team. An interesting fact about this World Cup that drops your jaws: the host nation is spending in preparations for the upcoming event. As per an estimate, Qatar is spending a whopping $200 billion on infrastructure projects that never happened before, which includes the construction of stadiums, highways, hotels. Here are the visuals of 8 stadiums. Watch it. And a huge payment of £150 million to David Beckham for 10-year deal to act as brand ambassador. This will make the upcoming event one of the most expensive World Cups in the history of the game. When FIFA World Cup 2018 was organized by Russia, the cost spent by the host country is $11.6 billion. And Brazil spent $15 billion in 2014 to organize the FIFA World Cup tournament. South Africa spent $3.6 billion in 2010 to host the iconic football tournament. Only 8 stadiums have been lined up by Qatar to host the World Cup, which is the lowest number of venues for the World Cup in recent years. In fact, last time when World Cup happened it was 14 stadiums. First ever fully demountable World Cup stadium. Built from 974 shipping containers, Stadium 974 will be dismantled after the tournament and turned into a new waterfront development. One of the most interesting facts is the number of visitors who are expected to arrive in the country during the event. As per an estimate, the Qatar FIFA 2022 World Cup may well end up receiving a record number of visitors of 1.2 million people by the time the tournament comes to an end. This time Qatar came up with an audacious solution to tackle high temperatures during daytime. For the first time ever, a country is set to host the FIFA World Cup in fully air-conditioned stadiums. All 8 venues in Qatar will be fully air-conditioned, providing a comfortable viewing experience to fans while making the conditions good enough for players to perform on the pitch. Based on estimates, it is expected that Qatar is expected to generate whopping $6.5 billion, surpassing all previous records. Last time in Russia during 2018 amount it generated in World Cup was $5.2 billion. Ticket prices became more expensive from last time, fans expected to pay 45% more prices than last year, but these things won't stop fans from coming for their team. The average price for group stages are $280, whereas final match ranges from $450 to $1,100. And here are some of the anticipated matches during FIFA World Cup 2022. While the on-field rivalry of some nations goes way back in time and is limited only to the game of football, like Brazil and Argentina, the rivalry between some other nations is triggered by political actions, and such is the case between the United States of America and Iran. Some other interesting matches are Spain versus Germany and Portugal versus Uruguay. Enjoy the FIFA World Cup 2022, cheers to your favorite team.